Hi, my name is William McDonald. This is my second attempt at doing my first journal entry. I did my first one and I thought it went really well, and then I turned around and found out that I didn't capture the audio. So, why am I doing this? Well, I'm kind of prone to mood swings lately. I get really depressed when I'm alone, and I usually go outside and try to find people, but it sometimes hits around 2:48 a.m. and I don't really want to go to like Jake's on 4th Avenue or anything to try to talk to people, because they're usually there to party or something. Yeah. I'm sure people are going to make fun of this, because I'm just using this as a journal entry. So, what am I up to? Well, I'm a filmmaker. I'm also a college student. I have a GL2, so I'm using webcam mainly because this is just my journal, and I didn't want to put much time into it. I have one light hitting me from the side. I have the exposure pulled up on full so you can't see what's behind me here. Just so in case there's any stalkers out there, they won't find me. Not that you'd be interested in me, I'm not very pretty. Yeah, so why am I doing this? For those of you who do know me or have seen some of my work, you notice my videos are kind of crappy. And it's because I usually have time restraints. People don't really want to show up. It's kind of like at Evergreen, when you want to start a film project, everyone wants to be part of a movie until they get there and realize there's work, and then they don't show up again, or they don't show up at all at the first place until they say they will. You probably know how that is. That's why I'm trying to actually get money now, so that I can actually pay people so they'll actually show up because they're getting paid. It's kind of amazing how that works. I'm a student of Evergreen, going for my second degree. My first degree was in business. My first degree was actually in video production. My second degree was in business administration. Well, it is, because I'm still trying to get it, but I'm trying to get that into a master's. Right now it's just registered as a bachelor's, but in Evergreen you can transfer over once you have certain prerequisites out of the way. Evergreen's a strange college. We don't have grades. We have a review system which allows us to design our own coursework if we want to. And that's what I do with my feature film. We kind of lay out what we're going to do, what order we're going to do it, and what we have to read. We have to have a reading assignment. We have to have a visual aid assignment, so we have to watch videos and read and write reports on what we read and submit all this work to the professor at the end of the quarter, and they review it, and if they can give us anywhere between 0 credit to 16 credit. 16 credit being an A+ work. Now, A+ work is not easily obtained. Although, okay, the way it's supposed to work is if you get average level work, you get anywhere between 8 and 12 credits depending upon the professor. And if you do extraordinary work, you get full 16 credits. Now, this sounds like a great system in a way that we don't have grades, and it also makes the college more money because it gets stuck there, because if we don't go do astoundingly great work above and beyond everyone else, we're there longer. But what doesn't really work out is that financial aid gets cut if you get below 12 credits, which is considered B work, and so teachers are very, very, very lenient, which sucks because I can see people that don't read the books at all that were assigned, and they ask me, well, what was the book about? I'll tell them a summary, and they write up a 2-page paper on what I have summarized. Literally 30 minutes before class. It's really, really retarded and ridiculous, because I actually sit down and do all the work and read every book they give, no matter how painful it is, no matter how long it is, no matter how short the time is. I mean, I had to read over 1,300 pages once in the proximity of 2 days, really. Actually, a day and a half, because I got the assignment via email. So, yeah, lots of work. I've always considered my first video blog was going to be like in a character or something. Like, I have all kinds of crazy ideas for that, and I can act. This is me not acting, which is why I seem awkward, because generally I am kind of awkward, which is pretty lame. You notice I'm fat, because I have Alfred Hitchcock chin going on. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of a new development. I was in a car wreck about 3 years ago, and I went from 140 pounds to 180 pounds. Then, through a series of stress and laziness on my part, and the fact that I'm doing a lot of schoolwork, I gained up to now 230 pounds, which is quite a bit. That's over 60 pounds of fat I'm carrying on my person. Not healthy. What kind of stress I've been under? Let's see, my girlfriend just left me, but We went out for 5.5 years. She's the mother of my child. I don't get to see my child very often. They're living in Port Angeles, Washington. Whenever I have time off to go down there, she says that she won't be there, or that Asher's sick. Asher's the name of my son. And it's basically like I saw him last Christmas, and I didn't see him for 32 days before that. And we haven't been going out now for about, well, it depends what you consider not going out. You can go back as 9 months to as soon as 6 months, I guess. I'm not over it. I know it's kind of weird, but I still love her. But she doesn't care about me very much anymore. She's now seeing a woman from Seattle. So, that's dandy. Let's see. I am currently working on filming those new scenes for Quest for the Golden Rod, which is going to help the whole thing out. And we finished, we're trying to look for backers right now for our next film called Captain Hairdo Conquers the Cosmos. It is essentially a play of Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe. The Buster Crabbe film from the 1930s, the third of the Flash Gordon original trilogy. Not that piece of shit they have showing on Sci-Fi Channel. That is not Flash Gordon. That has nothing to do with Flash Gordon. Pretend it does not exist. Kind of a geek, I guess. But that's why I'm awkward, I bet. I like everything from Star Trek to Doctor Who to Battlestar Galactica. I don't have cable, ironically, because I can't afford it. I work part-time at Cabela's and I'm a full-time student. And I make films. So I don't even have time to watch cable if I had cable. Yeah. So, what we did recently was... Did I put it down around here? We were working on props for for Captain Hairdo Conquers the Cosmos. And one of the main, obstacles for them are these people from Emperor Elephantine, a morbidly obese emperor of the cosmos who hijacked a large shipment of butter. Anyway, his guards are chicken guards. This is a polyfoam mock-up mask that we made a while ago. It's kind of cool. Danielle Dorsey, my co-writer and partner in all these things, we owned a business, Running Gun Pictures, made this. I then sculpted it out of clay, and took that clay, covered it with silicone mold, and then covered that with a huge amount of plaster. And I'm hoping that I can make some fiberglass replicas of the mask, a little bit more like a single unit, more, looks cooler, not so polyfoam. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some props out of that. We made some cool ray guns, or disintegratol pistols, but yeah, it's going to be great. This is probably why I'm not killing myself. This is the plaster mass. You can see the silicone down there. There's the silicone, and there's the plaster I put over it, and it's all going to be great. Yay! A little family history, I guess I could tell. I'm primarily German and Czechoslovakian. I had people on both sides of the war. Some of the people in my family dressed in drag to get onto the boats to avoid the German draft when Czechoslovakia was being taken over by Germany, and they were drafting all the healthy men into the German military, and so they dressed in drag, came across on a boat, and yeah, they set up base here. They were vaudevillians, and basically they only spoke Yiddish, so they couldn't do their acts anymore. Some of them became newspapermen. One of them actually tried to continue doing their acts at a comedy club, but since they only spoke Yiddish, he had a very small audience. No one in my family since that generation has pretty much tried doing video or anything in media, really, or theater. I'm one of the first to go back into it. I really, yeah, I love doing video. I've been doing it since I was 3 with my dad's 8mm camera. Dressed some friends up in some garden. We whacked each other with plastic swords and called it a fantasy epic. I made stop motion. I've done a lot of things. A lot of my work is not online, unfortunately. I made about 33 short films, and I did that one feature film, Quest for the Golden Rod. And yeah, the next one's going to be better. That one was my first attempt. It's kind of poop. First 25 minutes drag. That's why we redid it, and it's going to be a lot better. We're going to add in new scenes. It's going to be featured at RadCon 5. We've already been accepted with our old cut. Hopefully they'll take the new cut before they actually display it this February. because the old cut's pretty, it drags for 25 minutes and it's really hard to get through. This new cut's going to be so much better. Yeah, so this is more for me than you, but if anyone's bored enough to actually listen to this, thank you. Look forward to seeing your comments, even if you do hate me.
No longer shall I be Pinky Butt Duke of Evil, but rather Pinky Butt Lord of Evil.
That was so amazingly lame. Thank you for watching. Entry number 1.